What's up, y'all? Brooks in the building for the season 5-6 predictions, 5 review. As far as the review, I mean, I already kind of said it. It's not my favorite season. It's probably the worst season. I don't even remember season 2, but I just have it there together. This season did have its moments, so I think I do have it a little bit over 2, but it just dragged way too much. And I try to research why that was, and I think this was like the first season where like they kind of started going away from the books a little bit, so they kind of lost some of the I guess plot lines or structure or whatever. And that's, they kind of just tried to drag it as much as they could because they didn't have any guidance or direction of where to go. On that note, it did have pretty good moments. I have them all in the paper here. Let's kind of get through them. Obviously, the best thing about this season was Jon Snow's storyline. He, the way he killed Slynt, that was awesome. I was calling for that. If you followed me, I was calling for a gruesome death to a bad character, and we finally got one. Just no mercy. I'm afraid, please. Fuck you, shut the fuck up. Put him out of his misery. And then of course you have Hardhome, episode 8. That whole White Walker just coming for you, like World War Z. Yeah, it is kind of like World War Z. They were just killing, wildlings and that whole battle there. And then that moment with with Longclaw, when Jon Snow pulled up the sword and just ping, and then they both realized that it was not a weak ass sword basically, and just Jon Snow just kind of just chopped his ass into from existence basically. That part was dope. And obviously at the end there he fucking dies. Still not really over it. I will say that it's kind of been alluded to, because in episode 8, I think in Hardhome actually, when Ollie is, you can kind of see it coming too, because Ollie had way too many scenes for his character. They made him way more important than he really was, and that's what this show does. They kind of give moments like that to kind of build up enough emotions so that when something happens you feel for it. So they gave Ollie a lot of scenes when they weren't really necessary. It's kind of like Theon. They gave him a lot of fucking scenes, and so that you will feel when they chop off his dick, you will feel like the impact of that. What's another example for that? I can't think of another example, but sort of like that. And even Sam, again, episode 8, Sam was saying something about, he quote, "Don't worry about Jon, he always comes back." So now that Sam's gone, I'm sure he's going to hear about it. And he's going to try to do his research through some fucking book, maybe, or bring him back that way. What if Uncle Benjen actually does come back and he finds a way to bring Jon back? He's definitely going to ask, what happened to Jon? Are they going to keep a secret? What's that going to be like? I know in the beginning, though, I did say he was dead, so we'll see. Another, of course, you have Melisandre there, who can, use her magic powers and shit, and bring him back. What does this mean for Tormund, though, and the wildlings? So I feel like he's either going to help out in bringing Jon back. The Night's Watch is most likely going to attack them, and Tormund's gonna ask what the hell happened. Jon Snow's dead. Someone's gonna tell him Jon Snow's dead. Maybe Sam is gonna tell him Jon Snow's dead on the way back. When Jon Snow does come back, will he kill Alistair and all of them? I want him to. I want Jon to kill Ollie. As bad as that sounds, he might show him mercy though, but he should kill him. How long they drag that shit out? I hope it's just 2 episodes at most. And let's move on to Area, since it's just a small thing. That was the storyline they dragged out the most. Man, I just jumped all over the place. I didn't even finish my best moments. But fuck it, we'll just go on this path. Area, I mean, she's blind now. Obviously, she poked the eyes out of Sir Marin. And so now she loses her eyes. Basically, what I think is going to happen with her, she's going to, you know, have a Daredevil, basically, storyline like the show. She's going to have to learn how to use other senses and find a way to kill people that way. And maybe help people that way. And then for the other Stark, Sansa, who kind of showed her power, but then not really. I feel like that storyline also dragged, but you did see some development with Sansa. She for the lack of a better term, or lack of a better phrase, she, you know, got some balls now. She got empowered by Baelish. Baelish helped her find her confidence, and then with the North helping her back her, you know, that also gave her confidence and some like power to overcome whatever, you know, comes her way. And did they commit suicide though? Was it like some Thelma and Louise shit where they just jumped off the cliff and just decided, you know what, it's better to die than to just you know, be under the control of Ramsay? Let's say they do live though, where would they go? Would they go more north, or would they head to the Iron Islands where the Greyjoys are located? I should have looked at the map. Maybe it's on the way north? No, because they had to go, they kind of went around in order to try to control Winterfell when they tried to conquer it when Robb Stark was gone. But I have a feeling we're gonna get a scene where they go north. They get confronted by White Walkers, and then Brienne, who still tries to save the day, she's going to use her Valyrian sword, the Oath Keeper, and just, you know, kill one of the White Walkers and basically protect them all the way. This also might be the part where Bran returns. He just became like the three-eyed raven guy. Man, what the hell's his name? Father of the first children, something like that. And he did not show up this season at all. So maybe he makes a return here and guides Arya and Sansa. So we'll see what happens there. And then also with Baelish. Well, Baelish is connected with Cersei and Jaime. So Jaime and Cersei's daughter, the princess Myrcella, she got killed by the poison. Does that mean Jaime get fucked by Dorne? Like, is that gonna fuck up the whole? Oh well, Cersei. Okay, so I had Baelish wanting, he was going to strike Bolton, right? But he's going to find out that Sansa is gone and she's missing. So what is he to do? Cersei is probably going to ask him to bring the powers of the Veil to fight against the High Sparrow. But now I'm thinking maybe Dorne too. They might go to war against Dorne. And that's only if Cersei, you know, believes Jaime. And if Cersei is a different person because of the Walk of Shame. But I feel like she's going to ask for revenge. I mean, that's why they showed the mountain at the end. So he can use, you know, he can kill people. Maybe starting with my, what's his name? Pycelle. That freaking bastard. He did call Uncle Kevin too, which is another element that needs to be talked about and I forgot about. Dang. So much going on right there. It all depends if Cersei cares about the people of King's Landing. If she doesn't, I mean, I think she wants revenge. She's going to want revenge against the High Sparrow, everybody. And then Marjorie and them, are they going to die? I mean, Dorne and Holy shit, that's a big storyline that I didn't even process enough. And now finally we have the ghetto copter here. So what happens when you live in the ghetto? We have Khaleesi storyline. She'll be, obviously she's gonna be found by Mormont and Daario because of that ring, and maybe they'll find her with the Dothraki. Obviously they're not gonna attack, so they're gonna ask for the Unsullied army, but they can't exactly leave Meereen because Tyrion is struggling to maintain control. I mean, he has enough control to get by, but I think people will look at Tyrion and look at him as an imposter. This is a prediction of mine. We'll see. And then what happens with the Brotherhood? The Brotherhood just disappeared off the face of the storyline. Did I miss something? Do I have to research that? Will they come back? Oh, Melisandre is probably going to call for them. Dang, there it is. Alright, now to go back to the beginning, because I totally just went off track. But along with the best moments, we have the Sons of the Harpy, the massacre in the alley with Grey Worm and Barristan, the way he died. That scene where he killed like 10 people was pretty dope because they alluded to it in the beginning, sort of like a John Wick thing with the pencil. And then we also have that part in the Colosseum with the dragon showing up, Drogon showing up and you know, burning them. So that part was cool. Stannis' storyline did not necessarily drag, actually. It kind of was enough. It had a consistent pace. What I hated though, which leads to the worst moments, is that they didn't even show the freaking battle. Like, not even like a scene or two. They just like skipped all of that ahead to Stannis dying by the fucking tree by Brienne. So not exactly, you know, great. The Starks, part of the worst moments here. They just dragged out every fucking storyline with them. Jaime, he became a background character. You know, I love me some Jaime and Tyrion and Bronn. So Bronn is now basically, he's a Lannister. You know, he's a brother from another mother. And then that whole dialogue with the girl from the Sands. I love her. I love her. She's my new favorite. It was Melisandre, but now it's her, I think. Yeah, I feel good about that. We also have Cersei in the High Sparrow scene that dragged. Who cares? Like, that one looks like it's going to come to an end. And we also have Tommen's weak ass. I said fuck Tommen, and you guys were like, why fuck Tommen? It should be fuck Cersei. No, it's fuck Tommen because he's not too strong in the mind to take control of being king like Joffrey. You think Cersei, who did try to manipulate Joffrey, do you think she, how do I say this? Tommen, if Tommen was Joffrey, this would not have happened. There would be no High Sparrow. There would be none of that. That's why I say Tommen, fuck Tommen, because if he was stronger, none of this High Sparrow shit would work. The Marjorie storyline wouldn't work. And he still, they didn't even show him for the rest of the damn, like the last 2 episodes, I think. Not that I remember. Oh well, that's basically it. 15 minutes, pretty good. Let's see what season 6 brings. Thank you for watching these predictions. I know it doesn't have any highlights, but we're doing what we can here. I'm doing what I can. Alright, thanks for watching again. Peace.